Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into one of the most asked questions on the internet. How do you actually make money online? Whether you're looking for a side hustle, passive income, or even a full-time digital career, I'm breaking down real proven methods that anyone can start with little to no upfront investment. So grab a notebook, hit that like button, and let's get into it. So the first method we are going to see is how to build an online store yourself. And I'm going to show you some of the vendors on Etsy who sells products that look like what I'm going to build. And why I chose Etsy specifically and not Amazon, for example, because Etsy has its popularity in when it comes to gifts and other printed products, which looks like what we are going to build soon. So if we navigated and checked what the products are on Etsy, you will find all type of products starting from gifts up to fashion and other type of products. So I'm going to search for one of the vendors on Etsy who is called Larry Print Design. This type of store sells specifically products that just contains a basic product with a specific print on it. So if I chose one of these products, for example, you can see that it has so many reviews and it's actually having high ratings, so it's doing pretty much okay. You can also see the other type of products it sells. So let's visit the vendor itself. So this is its homepage. You can see all the type of products it sells. It also sells like printed images or printed PNG on its own. It actually makes pretty much good job. You can also see that it has about 1,326 different items. And to imagine how much money such a store makes, I'm going to show you a simple or a basic calculation. This store has made about 10.2k orders, and its average price of the product is about $1.71. So if you just assume that all its products with this price, although some of these products are actually higher price, we will get 1.71 times 10.2. Then this store has almost made we will need to multiply by 1,000. It made about $17,442. So it's pretty much good money to make. However, you can see that these products there are some products that has a higher cost. If, for example, we chose to sort these products from high price to lower price, you can see that it actually sells some products with $12.3. However, we just assume that all its products is 1.71. You will make such money from a side hustle, which is not so bad to make. So if you want to know how you can create such a store that looks like this, you will need two parts to create it. The first part is to design one of these stickers or one of these PNG images, and the second part is to print these images on an actual product and sell this product to the people. So by dividing our content into two divisions or into two parts, we will start first by creating one of these designs, and this is going to be done on a website which is called Carol. So Carol is designed or is a website which is specialized in creating such designs, and the most special thing in Carol is that it creates a high quality images that will not be distorted when you resize them. So to start creating a design, you need to click on New Project. Now we've got this whiteboard. I want to imitate or copy one of the designs from Larry Print Design. So I'm going to search for, let's see, maybe mug. And I'm going to pick one of these products. So let's, for example, pick this one, this type of mugs. And I'm going to try to copy this design. However, it's going to be somehow different, but let's just try to create something which looks like it. So I'm going to Carol, then I'm going to choose Carol AI, Now you will be able to insert a specific description, and from this description Carol will create an AI image which will look like the description you give it. So I'm going to try to explain this image. Let's write a unicorn horse with rainbow spectrum and colorful flowers. The unicorn has a colorful long hair. Then I will add 2 parts to make this image look better. Make the image of high quality and with white background. And now let's generate the image. And now we've got our image. However, you have so many type of variations. So if you didn't like this, you can just go back. You can change the source of the generation of AI. You have so many types here, but I would also always recommend that if you have enough credits, because of course Carol, like any other AI product, gives you an amount of free credits that after you are done with it, you will have to wait either for a month to be regenerated, or you will have to upgrade to get more credits. So if you have enough credits, I will always recommend that you use these vendors who requires 2 coins and not this which requires 0.2, because it will has lower quality. So I used Flux 1.1 Pro Ultra. We have other type of vendors that you can use, and each vendor also provides many styles that you can choose from. So by clicking on here, you will find that you have more than one type of design. So if for example I chose another type, like let's choose this retro vibes, and or let's choose something which is more bright, like this one for example, and I clicked on generate again, then I will wait for my product. So this is another design that we can use. Now let's create a third design and choose one of the 3 designs, and now I will change the vendor itself into another, like this DALL-E 3, and I'm going to use a vibrant style, like this one is good. Then click on generate. So this is the third design. I believe that the first one was the best of them, so I can use it, or I can use 2 of them based on your preference, but in this video I'm just going to use one of the 3 designs, which is the first one. And now I'm going to, you can use use as background like this, so that it will take the full dimensions of your whiteboard. And now I'm going to click on this download button, and I'm going to choose PNG. Of course, if you want to remove background, you will have to get the premium version. That's why I asked the AI to give me this image as a white background, so that I won't have to pay to remove the background. And now I'm going to click on download, and voila, it has been downloaded successfully. Now the next step is to find a product to print print this design on it, and for this purpose I'm going to use Printify. So Printify is a store or a website which allows you to print your design on a specific product or on different sort of products. Then it also allows you to link this product with one of your online stores. So I'm going to go to their catalog and choose Home and Living and mugs. And now it will give you different type of mugs, so I prefer using the best sellers. So we have 2 best sellers. It's preferable to use the one with the cheaper price, because you will have to increase the price of this product to receive like a profit margin, and the less expensive or the cheaper the product is, the higher margin that you can achieve with a reasonable total price. So I'm going to use this one, and after choosing it, it will give you all the details of this product, starting with the shipping country. Also, it will give you all the description of the product and its dimensions. It will also give you like different type of images and where your design will be printed on it. It will also give you the details of the shipping price and the total price, so you can see that its price is 5.96 and from 4.47 based on the variation. It will also give you the shipping price and the average production time. It will give you the print area and the sizes. So of course, when it gets a bestseller icon, it's because it has a good price, it has a good shipping price, and it has a good average production time. It's not one good property, but it's a full package of good properties. So you can see also the about section and the key features. And the more you learn about the product, the more you get either convinced or not convinced about using it. So if you are okay with using this product, you can choose one of the versions of it. So of course I will use the cheaper version, which is 4.75, and I'm going to click on Start Designing. So this is the area in which you will have to place your design so that it will be printed on the product. So I'm going to head to to upload, then choose my device and choose this design. Of course you can use AI from Printify, but I do not prefer it because it's way less quality than Kiril. So if for example we chose AI because I want you to compare between the two products or the two designs, you have 15 daily attempts for free. So if for example we placed the same exact description that we made before, I don't know if the description still exists or it was deleted. Yeah, here it is. So I'm going to copy this and paste it on Printify. Then check what kind of image it will generate. So this is the design. If we placed it in here, for example, you will be able to see the difference in quality. So of course there is a huge difference in quality between both images, and even when you increase its or resize it and resize this one, you will notice that this one keeps its quality better than this design. This is why I prefer using Kiril. However, if you like the designs of Printify, feel free to use it, but I prefer using Kiril. So I'm going to delete this design and I'm going to keep this one. Then I'm going to just make some undos to retain the original dimensions. So feel free also to move it here or there. This is the middle of the mug, so you can also change the dimensions. And once you are done and you want to see how it will look like actually on the real mug, you can always go to preview, and it will give you images of the whole dimensions of your product. So this is how it will look like, and there is nothing in the back. You can also add any different design if you want in the back, but I prefer to keep it simple. And this is if it's placed on a real table, because it shows you how it will look like. So this is how it will look like on a real table. So if you want to increase or to edit it again, you can go back to edit, and you can also like maybe make it more on the left so that it will appear on the back, and you can return back to preview. Now you will find that it exists on the left side instead, like that, and it will not be existing on the right side. So if you want it to be more complicated or more busy, you can copy the same style, paste it, or you can just keep it on one side, then go to duplicate, then place it again on the other side like that. And if we previewed, let's just try to make it on the same alignment like that. And if you went again to preview, you will find that it's printed on both sides. So this is the front view, and if you got it from the left or from the right, it will contain the same image. And this is from the left. So these are both sides. If you want it to be opposing to each other, you can do it as well by using the flipping function, which is flip horizontally like this. And if we again went to preview, you will find how it will look like. So this is how it will look like. You can also see both faces from this view like that. You can also do any type of edit. You can, for example, delete one of these, and you can split, like crop from I think here you can crop this like that and place it on the end. Then get this, flip it again horizontally and crop it like that. Then place it on this side, and now you can preview this view. This is how it will look like from the left and from the right. So you feel free to do any design you prefer. To me, I prefer maybe this one. This one was the best one so far. So you can do the design you are relieved with. You can also do more than one design for one item. If you want, you can do 2 or 3 designs per item, and feel free to do whatever you want. It's completely flexible and it's completely easy. However, if you somehow liked an image which doesn't have a white background and has a colorful background, but you want to remove it, but you don't want to sign up for the premium version of Corel, then you can do this for free from Printify. So I'm going to generate or get one of the images that we did before, which contained another background, like this one, for example. If you want to remove the background for this image, you can head to Printify. Let's delete this one, for example. Paste. Oh, I need first to download it. So let's get back to Corel. Make this as the background. Delete this one and this one. Now let's download and use it in here from the uploads. It's not always perfect, and it depends on the complexity of the color variation between the image and its background, and the more contrast between the image and the background, the easier it's to separate the image from the background using Printify. However, it's not perfect, so the results are not guaranteed that it will be perfect, but we will just try and see how it will look like. It's just a function on Printify, so it's good to know and it's good to use if it's working. So this is the image. I'm going to the remove background function and click on it, and as you can see, you have this quick remove. You have 50 from 50 monthly attempts. Otherwise, you will need to use a brush to like Photoshop to delete the background. So if we use the brush, you can see that it will just delete parts of the background, and if you just got into these parts, it will be so complicated and you will most probably fail to remove it with high quality. So if we just reset and we use this quick remove, we will see the results. So you can see that it managed to remove the background almost in all parts, but in this part it failed due to the low contrast between these colors and the background. So you can just make the brush smaller and try to remove it manually, like zoom. Yeah, this is the smallest thing. You can try to remove as much as you can, like this, but of course it will not be so perfect. Now this part is so complicated, so I will have to remove parts of his hair like that. So by clicking on apply, you will be able to apply this image to your design, and this is the case when you have an image that you like so much but you want to remove the background from it, just like that. So of course this design will not be left like this because it's so heterogeneous and I like homogeneous designs, so I'm going to revert back to the original design, this one. So you can also use Printify to add text if you wanted to just forget about the designs and you want to just add a text to your mug, which is simpler and some people prefer it. You can do it from here. You can find different type of fonts and different type of text. You can also always access your library for all the uploads that you made. You can go to graphics so that you can add different graphics to your mug, like this heart for example. You can add it with your design. You can add a design on one part and a graphic on the other part. You can find many variations in here, like this one for example. If you chose to add this one between your designs, you can choose it, and you can also resize it like this. You can leave it like this if you like it, or you can remove it. You can check the preview to see how it will look like. So this is the front, and the back and the sides will not be so different. So you can add any graphic you want and you find it fitting. You can also control if you want it like a pattern in the whole mug or just one graphic. You can change its dimensions, you can change its alignment, and so on and so forth. You can also access your templates, because if you have a template, or if you saved previous designs as a template, you will find it there. You can also access Shutterstock from here, but it's not for free, and you can access Fiverr, but it's not always for it's beyond the topic of our episode today. So this is how you can use Printify, and after you are done with your design, you can control the variations of the mug itself or the product itself. So if I want more variations, I don't want one version of the mug, you can always control it from select variants. Here you will find all the variants that are available for this kind of product that you chose, and as long as you choose the best seller, you will find variations. So here we have two type of variations, the 11 ounce and the 15 ounce, and if you expand it, you will see the price of each. And of course it's preferable to use both variants so that you can fit with different styles and different taste of different people. And once you are done, you can also check the background. You have many background colors that you can include, like you can include gray, you can include other types like this. So if we previewed, you can see that the whole design will be different, and not the total color, but only the edges and this one. Of course, not all products are like this. Some products change the whole background, and some others change only parts of the color. So you can choose any color you want from here, like this light pink for example. If you want like a more woman version or girl version, you can choose it from here, but I will always prefer the white version. So once you are done, you can go and save your product, and now it will move you to the final revision page, which shows you all the details before you confirm that these are the edits you want. So you can see all the mockup images from here. You can also check the images that you want to include, because there are more than an image. For example, if I don't like this front, I have two fronts for the two versions that I added. I can add like different mockups to my preview for this product, like this one. If I liked it, I can add this one, and so on and so forth. I can add any type of mockup images that I want, and I can add it from here. So if I don't like, for example, this one, context 4, I can remove it from here. I can also replace it with any type of mockup from there. I can delete any one I want. Here I selected all, but I can delete any one I don't like this, and it will exclude it from the preview images that will exist with my product. So once you are done, you can click on Save Selection. Otherwise, you can go back and continue editing. Now this is the final page in which it will allow you to edit on the description and the title and so on and so forth. So you have the two variations, and you have all the images. You can also upload any different images from your device if you want, and you can check the title, you can edit it, you can remove any part of the title if you want, you can edit the description, you can also edit the layout or the format of the description like this. You can see that these are the default description. This is the default description that is accompanied with the product provided by Printify. However, if you want to add anything or omit any parts, feel free to do it. You can also add size table to the description so that people will know. If he does not know what the ounce is, he will find the height and diameter in inch, so he will have an imagination of it. This is in case you are selling your product in a country which does not have these units as a standard. Next, you have the pricing. You can also enable personalization, and by personalization I mean that you can add like text and other tickets accompanied with the product, so that you will build like a trademark for yourself. They will know that they are buying from a specific person or a specific organization with a trademark. And if you enable this, it will ask you for an additional cost, because it will create like a ticket or a customized box or a customized bag for you. This will require 20% extra money for personalization. So if you are not that interested in building a trademark for yourself, there is no need to build it. And now when it comes to prices, you can see the inventory and the retail prices. Then you can see the profit margin, the production cost, and the shipping cost here. So you can always edit the price based on your selection. You can either edit the price itself, or edit the profit, or edit the profit margin. So if for example you find that the total cost is so expensive, you can always decrease your profit margin to make it more realistic. So if for example I want my profit to be just $1, it will be cheaper and it will be more realistic. So make your research and know the average price of the mugs on the platform that you are going to sell on, and try to make this price close or even lower than the average price, so that you can get a head start, since your store will still have 0 sales at the beginning. So it's okay to decrease the profit, but make your total price more realistic. And now after editing your profit margin and the total price, you can choose the visibility if you want to hide it, so that you can make further details before you can publish it, or you want it to be ready for publish. It's up to you. And if you are done, you can either save as a draft or publish to your store from publish. So you will find the status here as publishing. It will just require some time so that the team of Printify will revise all the details and will make sure that your product is fits with their policies and the regulations, and once they confirm this, it will be published. So here we can see all the products that you sell, and so far we just created a product by creating a design and then printing this design on a specific product provided by Printify. But you still did not get this product into one of the platforms that can be sold, or that from which you can contact actual customers or clients. So this is the next step, which is trying to connect Printify with a store so that your products will be displayed in front of people. So in order to start integrating between Printify and your store, you just need to go to either store settings or my new store. So I'm going to click on my new store and click on manage my stores. And here you will find, in case you added a store, you will find it in here. Since this account is still new, I don't have any stores related or linked to it. So you can click on add new store, where you will find multiple platforms that you can use to display your products in front of customers and clients. You can use Etsy, you can use Shopify, TikTok, Amazon, Popup, eBay, and more. So I prefer using Etsy, Shopify, Amazon, and eBay. These are the 4 websites of the most or the biggest exposure to different clients and customers. Etsy may have some restrictions on some countries, so based on where you are located, you may not be able to sign up for Etsy. However, Amazon and eBay are pretty much for all countries, as well as Shopify. In case of Shopify, you will have to market for your page yourself in order to get more exposure, because Shopify is not a place or a website which expose or which displays different products so that customers can make online shopping, but it will allow you to build your own website and your own web page so that you can start selling your products. However, Amazon, eBay, and Etsy are already online stores with multiple products and multiple vendors inside it. They allow you to display your products in return or in exchange for a percentage of your own revenue. So you can check the policies of each of these 3 and choose the best of them for your own customized policies. And if you want, you can build a website for the 3 of them, or you can build or link a store with the 3 of these websites. So in case I chose, for example, eBay, I can click on it. And now it will ask you for some steps to create your store. You will need first to give a store name, for example, something like eTreasures. So if it's available, it will accept it. If it's not, it will ask you to give another name. So if I clicked on connect, it's available. Now you will need to link your eBay account. So if you have an eBay account, you can just check on it and continue and link with your eBay account. Otherwise, you will have to create another account. So I'm going to click on continue. And now, after connecting my Printify with eBay, you can see it in my stores. I just need to click on connect. And now you are moved to store settings, where you will be able to insert all the details about your store, like the type, like your store name. If you want to edit it, you can also choose where you would like to sell. Either you want to sell in Europe or United Kingdom or in any other place. You can also control the shipping address. If you want, you can choose Printify default or a custom default in case you will ship the items yourself. You can also choose the order settings, whether you want to enable order routing, which is in case that the vendor itself is not available. So Printify will search for an alternative vendor so that it will enable rerouting of the order itself without your permission. You can also choose the maximum additional cost if it chose to reroute your product, and some other type of settings like order submission, whether orders will take 24 hours to be submitted or 1 hour. These are all type of settings about the order, the tracking, the delaying. You can always choose these orders or these options based on your preference. You can also find the publishing preferences here, and the profit margin. You can see the Printify Connect, which is a new setting. However, it's not available for eBay. You can see the branding in case you want to build a specific brand for yourself. However, this is gonna cost you more money, because as we said before, if you want to build a trademark, you will have to pay more. So if you want to add an insert like this one, you will have to pay for 0.15 per order. And if you want, if you are assigned in Printify Premium, which means that you are already paying a monthly subscription for Printify, it will give you 5 cents discount on the insert. You can also choose if you want to gift messages. However, it will also cost you more money, which is pretty much the same as the branding inserts. So this is pretty much it, and this is how easy you can create your own store. So to cut it short, what we talked about was if you want to create something like Larry Print Design, which existed on Etsy, all what you need to do is to build a design first, which we did with Carol AI. And after we did this with Carol AI, we visited Printify, we chose one of its products, and we specifically chose the bestseller product. Then we started printing this design on the product, and finally we integrated between Printify and the eBay. However, you can do it with Amazon, with Shopify, with Etsy, and more stores that are available in Printify. So this was the first method that you can use to start making money. The second method through which you can make money is using YouTube. And in order to start earning money from YouTube, you have to generate one of two main profits. The first one is to either start earning using a membership, or the most common method is to win or earn money from ads. And in order to start making money from ads, you will have to fulfill first condition is to get 1000 subscriber, and second condition is to either get 4000 watching hours or 10 million views on YouTube Shorts. So many people do not have the ability to create content and to stay for hours to create one video, then consume a lot of time to create another, because most people who are searching for making money on the internet are actually working in their ordinary jobs, and they are seeking like side hustle through which they can earn extra cash. So if you are already working, you will not have that time to create and generate content continuously. So the problem, or the main problem with earning money from YouTube, is the ability to find all this time to create a lot of content so that you can start making money. However, you do not have to create the content itself thanks to AI. So I'm going to use in this episode a website which is called Flicky, because Flicky will allow you to create videos so easy that you will not have to create a content. You will just have to post this video on your YouTube channel continuously until you are able to earn money. So Flicky works pretty much basic. You just need to create an account that I'm going to create and be back for you shortly. After signing in for Flicky, you can find that you have more than an option to create a video. You can create it from just an idea. You can give it a script. You can give it a URL for a blog so that it can extract information from it. You can also give it a PowerPoint, or you can record yourself to make a video. So I'm going to start with the most basic type of videos, which is just from an idea. So I'm going to pick this one, and now it asks me to give it the idea so that it can start creating the video. So I'm going to ChatGPT and I'm going to ask him, I want an idea for my YouTube video, and let's suppose that my channel is about pets and animals. So I'm going to say about how to keep your cat or your pet clean. And now it will start giving me some ideas. Now it gave me this one. I'm going to copy it and paste it on Flicky. Then The idea of Flicky is that if you want to generate a video more than 1 minute, you will have to pay. And since this episode is all about how to make money without without having to provide an investment, then I will follow the free version and I will have to create only shorts. So I'm going to target the 10 million condition instead of the 4,000 watching hours. So I'm going to choose the duration as 1 minute, because if we chose more than a minute you will have to upgrade. So I'm going to choose 1 minute and I will not give additional sources. Then going to click on next. Now it will ask you about the size. Since we aim to build YouTube shorts, I will choose 9:16, which is the dimensions of mobile phones, and I will not choose a specific template. Then, or we can choose this one. This one is good. Then we can click on next. Now it will ask you about the style of your video. So I aim to build an English language video with the dialect as United States. Now it will ask you the tone. Since it's just a pet channel, it may be friendly or engaging, so I can choose friendly and engaging. The purpose is informational and guide. The audience are pet owners, dog lovers, new owners, and groomers, all. Now you can choose the script style, friendly and informative, like a pet care blog. Then I'm going to click on next. Now it's generating the script that is gonna be used in our video. So Flicky will generate both the script and the scenes. You will only have to just do simple modification on the scenes. So if you like the paragraph, you can see that it talked about an introduction, the grooming habits, beyond the path, and just a conclusion. So it's pretty much short and good enough for a YouTube shorts. So I'm going to click on next. By the way, if you didn't like the script, you can click on regenerate script. And now I'm going to choose the source of the scenes that it will use in the video. So you can use either AI avatars or AI media, but I want to choose stock media because stock media will give you like videos or scenes from their stock library, which are real footage and not AI generated and stuff. But you can choose AI if you want. And now you can also choose a voiceover if you want. You can change the voiceover from here, where you can choose the language, dialect, gender, and all. You can also choose any of these voiceovers who are not faded. You can choose one of these bold colored voiceovers, but if you want one of these faded colored voiceovers, you will need to subscribe. So I'm going to keep Pros as it is. Then I'm going to click on submit. Now it will take just a few minutes to generate the footage and extract the scenes that are going to be used in your video. You will be able also to edit these scenes later, as well as the script. You can also choose any AI footage. You can choose any images in your scenes. It's completely flexible and you will be able to edit any type of scene you want. You can also omit and add new scenes. So
want your furry friend to feel their best? Good hygiene is key to a happy, healthy pet.
Let's just check the scenes first before opening the video. So these are the scenes. You can see that we have 4 scenes, and the total duration of the video is 40 seconds, which is eligible to be a YouTube short. If it's longer than this, you will have to omit some scenes. So you can also click on each scene to see the video or the footage that was used, and if you don't like it, you can change it. So let's watch a scene by scene.
Want your furry friend to feel their best? Good hygiene is key to a happy, healthy pet. Let's dive into some simple tips. Regular baths keep their coat.
So the first one is good. It's completely nice scene. The second one,
Coat clean and skin healthy. Don't overdo it. Frequency depends on their breed and lifestyle. Daily brushing is a must.
I think that the background audio is so noisy, so you can go to the background audio and choose to delete it. So now there will be no music, just a voiceover. Let's try again.
Want your furry friend to feel regular baths keep their coat clean and skin healthy. Don't overdo it. Frequency depends on their breed and lifestyle. Daily brushing is a must, preventing mats and spreading natural oils for a shiny coat.
So for example, if you do not want this horse footage to stay in your video because you are seeking or you are talking about pets that are normally raised in homes like cats and dogs, so you can go to this scene, which is scene number 2, and change the footage used. So you can go to generate so that you can generate an AI content, or you can go to stock to get videos from their own library. Now you can search on these footage, or you can just type the type of media you want, like for example dogs. Then you can search. Now you will find all the type of videos you want. You can choose one of them, but you will not be able to choose the one with the locks inside because they will require upgrade. You will also need to check the dimensions of these videos. Unfortunately, most of these videos are 16:9, which is the dimensions of normal YouTube videos and not YouTube Shorts, because of course Flecky likes or tries to make people upgrade, so you can create long videos and use these dimensions. However, if you insist on not upgrading, you can search for something which is 9:16. However, you will have to load more and you will have to search more until you find the dimensions you want. So if you kept searching and you didn't find something suitable for you to use as 9:16, you can find 16:9. You can use 16:9 as well, but it will be cropped into the dimensions of 9:16, which will cause some information inside the video to be omitted. So if for example I chose this one and I selected it, now by replacing this footage and returning back
Regular baths.
you can see that some of the dogs were omitted from the video, but it's still used. However, since the dimensions were changed, you will omit some part of the video, which may be important. So you need to watch the scene again and make sure that it fits the dimensions, or at least the details which were omitted are not so important that the video can be played anyway with these dimensions.
Keep their coat clean and skin healthy. Don't overdo it. Frequency depends on their breed and lifestyle.
So basically I changed the wrong footage. I changed the first footage. I want to change the one with the horse. So the mistake that was made is that I clicked directly on this image, so it or in this scene, which replaced by default the first scene. If you want to replace another scene, which is the second or the third, you will need to double click on the scene so that it will open the details. So I'm going to navigate to this horse scene and change this one specifically into another one, let's say cats for example, and search for results. Now you have all these dimensions, all these results, and of course it's very hard to find 9 to 16, but I got this one. This one is 9 to 16, so you can use it, or you can use 16 to 9, but we will have to omit some details. So if I choose this,
Where's the mouse, Taco? Where's the mouse?
And clicked on select, now it will replace the scene of the horse. Now I'm going to replay the scene again.
Regular baths keep their coat clean and skin healthy. Don't overdo it. Frequency depends on their breed and lifestyle. Daily brushing is a must, preventing mats and spreading natural oils for a shiny coat. Hygiene.
Perfect. Now you can also change the other scenes the same way. Of course, Flecky AI is an AI platform, so it will not have to be perfect. It may misunderstand some details that you gave, and it will put unsuitable scenes in unsuitable places. So you will need to watch all these scenes and make sure that the footage that it shows are suitable and are not out of context. And if any of them is out of context, like I think the beginning of this scene is out of context.
Dental. Brush their teeth regularly to prevent plaque buildup and bad breath.
It mentioned dental hygiene, but of course Flecky didn't understand that you were talking about the dental hygiene of dogs and cats, so it gave you a scene of a woman brushing her teeth. So you can replace this scene by clicking on it again and search for any result from the search media here, and you will find results you can choose to replace this one with. Anyway, if you didn't find a result and you want to omit this scene and you want just these two scenes to be used, you can always click on this pen icon so that you can remove the whole footage and only make two footage in this scene. But this will reduce the timing
Ear cleaning to
of your this either will reduce the timing or will expand the time that this footage was used in. You can also change the context itself. You can add a layer if you want more scenes, or if you want more layers in the scene, and you can add a whole new scene from here. So basically it gives you complete control of controlling what you will post in each scene, whether we are talking about the text or the scene itself, the voiceover or the background music. And even if you don't want to create the edits yourself, you can always use Copilot, which is another AI, to make your edits. You can also add different effects like audio, avatar, effects, graphics, and more. You can also apply specific transitions between scenes, and you can choose the type of transition, the duration, the easing, and the sound effect, and you can apply to all scenes. So if I chose this one, for example, let's see how it will transfer between different scenes.
regular baths keep their coat clean and skin healthy. Dental hygiene is crucial. Brush their teeth regularly to prevent plaque buildup and bad breath. Don't forget ear cleaning to avoid infections. And
so it fades a little bit as a transition between the scenes, but we noticed that it did not place any footage in this one. It only made it text, which makes it only a black screen during introducing this part, as we can see here.
hygiene is
It's just a black screen because it's a text without an image or a video. So you either can delete the whole layer like this, which will reduce the timing for your video,
happier, health,
or you can add a scene. So after checking all the scenes and making sure that everything is okay, you can head to download your video, which is done from the download section here. By clicking on download, it will ask you about the resolution and the format, and by clicking on start export, it will start downloading your video. So now it placed it on QE, and you will get a notification once your file is ready to download. Usually it takes few minutes to do the step. It's not like a huge step or something. You will just have to wait for a couple of minutes. So this is the final version of your video. You can see that we have a trademark that you will not be able to remove unless you subscribe or unless you use another service for removing trademark, which is not very ethical, to be honest. But if you want to use Flecky AI while removing the trademark, you have either to use one of these services or to subscribe to Flecky. So once you are done, you can click on download MP4, and voila, it's downloaded successfully. You can also use Flecky to generate like a whole script from a URL or a blog. So instead of doing an idea, you can write ideas for keeping your pet clean. Then pick one of the blogs you like. For example, let's pick this one. Then you can just copy the link and go to Flecky and choose URL. Now paste the URL and next. Then we'll do the same exact steps. You will have to choose the size, the template, the language and the dialect, the stock media and the voiceovers, submit, and now it will again generate a video for you.
box every day. Consider that a filthy box is a fertile ground for a number of worms, including a single cell.
So it has created all the scenes. You just need again to remove the unreliable or the out of context scenes from your video, and you just need to download it as we did before. So this is an idea of creating shorts for your YouTube channel. However, if you don't prefer using AI and you actually want to create videos, long videos rather than shorts, then there is another idea that you can use without having to spend a lot of your time to create a content, which is making a copycat channel. And by copycat channel, you are making a channel which gets content from other channels, but not in an unethical way. It's done in ethical way, where you extract videos from other channels, then apply edits on it so that it will be completely safe for you to post on YouTube without subjecting yourself to get banned or to terminate your channel. So this is done by going to YouTube and search for any specific topic. Let's return back to YouTube. Then search for any type of context, like how to keep your pet clean. And now you have two options: whether you can download some of these videos, then add any reliable edits on it, like yourself giving your own opinion about these videos, but this will consume time, and it's technically represented as content creation anyway. So you will have to create a content, you will have to create a script, and so on and so forth, and you will have to create substantial and real differences from the real video so that YouTube will consider this video as a new video and not a totally copied videos. However, if you just want to copy and paste the videos, you can go to filters and choose Creative Commons. These Creative Commons are only videos which are completely safe to copy and take them as they are and post them on your channel without subjecting yourself from any termination from YouTube, because these videos already are marked as non-copyright videos that their owners post on YouTube and says that these videos are completely free to use and they are not protected by any copyright terms. So you can go to these videos and choose some of them, download some of them, then you can use a software which is completely free, and it's called Clipchamp. Clipchamp is a software provided by Microsoft, and it allows you to upload different footages and apply some edits like trimming and cropping and so on and so forth. So you just need to choose create a new video, start from scratch. And after going to this screen, you need to check the size. So if you are building a YouTube video, choose the wide version. If you are building a YouTube short, choose the vertical 9:16. Then you can import the media from your device, and after importing different media, you can, let's just try to import some media from my video game, for example. So I imported two videos from my video game. You can just drag it in here. You can do all the type of changes like cropping the video, like trimming. If you want to omit a specific part, you can press on this scissors simple. Again, you can omit this part, for example, and push this into that. And you can make more than one video together like this. You can also like mute any part of these videos. You can choose to increase the volume or decrease it or even mute it. You can fade the videos, you can add filters, you can add effects, you can adjust colors, and you can also control the speed of these videos. So if you want this part, for example, to be faster than the others, you can choose the speed to be 2x. then you can push the videos again to be consequent to each other, just like that. And once you are done, you can go to export and choose the quality, but however the 4K is not for free. So if you want to choose the 720 pixels, for example, you can choose this one, and it will be it will take some time to be converted and to be downloaded to your device. So you can use these videos and upload them directly after collecting like 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 videos and choosing footages from each one. But you have to make sure that you apply the filter of Creative Commons, because if you did not, then you subject yourself from being caught by the YouTube algorithm and being banned and getting a termination for your channel. So in this video we have talked about 2 different ways of how to make money online. We have talked about how you can make your online store using both Kettle and Printfy, and we also talked about how to connect your Printfy with different online stores like Amazon and Etsy. Then we talked about how you can make money with YouTube. We talked about the terms and conditions that will make you eligible to earn money from YouTube ads, and we talked about 2 methods. The first method is to use Flicky AI, and the second method is to use Microsoft Clipchamp while using Creative Commons videos. So that's it for this video, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you found it beneficial, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in more tutorials. Until then, take care and have a beautiful day.